We're going to talk about performance and what we do and how it affects organizations and how we can help. So that's me, over 2 decades of leadership and organizational development practice. I'm a behavioral analysis consultant, a certified coach, change manager, communications coach, which is what most people know me for, and a keynote speaker. And that's why I said I'm looking forward to speaking in front of 50,000 people one time or once. Now, what we try to do is to help business owners to see where the gap is and see how we can help them. And this is to open our eyes to what we do as a business, and it gives you a better understanding and a better picture. Now, if you take a look at the paper that you have, the first one, I need you to do something for me really in 30 seconds. And that is, I need you to encircle the numbers in sequence, 1 to 50, 60, whatever you can, in 30 seconds. Can you just go? Make sure you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, start now. All right, stop. Please stop. All right, who got 10? Just stop. Who got 10? 10. Can I see a hand of 15? All right, 5. Who got 5? 5. All right, 7. 7. Did anyone get 10? No. You got 9. All right, so the highest we got is 9. Now look at this. Now, if you look at the left-hand side, there's a nudge. There's a small nudge. There's a small tip. There's a small line here like this. Okay? Join it to the one on the right. And if you look at the top, you'll see another nudge here. Join it to the bottom. So you will have 4 quadrants. You don't have? You'll have 4 quadrants. You have that now, right? Sorry. I think someone doesn't have. All right? So I'm just going to give you this one. Okay. See. Now that you have that, let's do another 30 seconds. Now that you have that, take the fresh sheet. Now take the fresh sheet. Don't use the one. Don't use the one that you have marked. Take the fresh sheet. Look at it. Look at real good. Look at this. If you take a look at the one you have marked, you'll see 1 on the left hand side, and you see 2 on the second quadrant. You see 3 on this quadrant. 4. Do you know where 5 is going to be? Top. And then 6 will be where? You know where 6 would be. Now that you know that, take the plain sheet, not the one you have ruled, and now let's go. Let's see how many you would get. Take the plain sheet, not the one you have ruled. Let's go. All right, stop. Who got 10? Who got 15? Who got 20? 19. All right, you got 20. You got 20. 25, 24, 23, 23, 22. Good. Now this is the thing. Imagine the lift from 9 to 23. The difference is this. Once you understand the pattern in any problem in life, once you pick the pattern, the problem is solved. So what we do is we help business owners to see what the problem is in terms of behavior. And this is why it's powerful. Because more often than not, look at this. Business owners hire for skills and they fire for behavior. Let me repeat that. They hire for skills. They fire you more often than not because of your behavior. But what they fail to do is to look at behavior at the start of hiring. They forget to look at behavior in the course of your work. They look at behavior when it begins to cost the business. What we do is come in to say, how can we help you to find out what the behavior is like with the people that you work with so that you can stop whatever challenge there is or problem before it becomes a money problem. So if you walk into any organization and you find somebody that has 10 to 200 or more people, always listen to, please, I beg you to always listen to this or ask them a question. Do you have a development plan for the people who work with you? Kerry would come in and look at, do you have a structure in terms of HR policies? But then the question we ask is, do you have a developmental structure for your people? Do you deliberately plan for the people who work with you to grow? Now, this is why it's important. We use a system called DISC because people are divided into different forms. I'll quickly share this. Everywhere you go, you have people who are either D, I, S, or C. The D people are dominant people. Let me take them. Let me show you. When you find somebody that is a D, he seeks results. He thrives in chaos. When there's a problem, we need to move on to the next place. The D person is ready to go. Result driven, is a multitasker. Now, when you see somebody that is an I, he seeks friendliness. He just comes up, hey, everybody get up. What's happening? This whole place is, come on, let's keep moving. When you see someone that's an S, when you say, let's move, the S asks you, wait, do we have to move? It's okay here. There's no problem. Is anyone asking us to move? Because they like security. They are very loyal. 67% of the people in the workplace are usually S. They are very important because they keep the workplace stable. Now, when you find a C person, you probably are finding people like who are looking at the numbers, who are looking at they're looking at patterns, they're looking at data, they're looking at why is it not happening. That's it, that you need them. When you want to do something, they'll ask you, where's the governance? Is there a policy? Now, tell you what, if you put this guy if you put this C guy and this guy, there's going to be a problem depending on the project, because this guy wants to just go on. This guy or this lady wants to see the numbers. This is going to be a clash because there's a barrier in their behavior. They're clashing. So what we do is we come in and we say, who are the people that work in your business? What is their behavioral pattern? Now, all of these behavioral patterns are important for businesses to work, but it depends on where you put them. Let me give you an example. Look, if we had a case where we had a case where what we needed to do was just to remove the C person and remove the I person and put the C person. Let me tell you why that's important. Because if you have a project that is data driven and you put a C person, he's going to deliver on that project, but it's going to take a longer time because he's not a data and number driven person. So he's going to do the job, but he's going to struggle. But just switch and put a C person in that place and remove the I person. The C person will thrive because that is his world. Question is, how do you know who is who? That's where we come in. So we design whatever we design. This is our process. We design whatever we design, making sure that we do a behavioral assessment for everyone. It takes about 15 minutes. And then we have a conversation with everyone in the room. So you know the people that are working with you, their behavioral style, how you communicate with them, what makes them lose respect for you. For instance, if you have an I person in the room who talks too much and you have a D person who wants action, the D person will disrespect the I person if the I person does not deliver but simply talks. But how do you make them work together? That's where we come in. And so when you see business owners and you discuss with them, the question that would go on in your mind is, do you have a developmental plan for the people who work with you? Do you understand how the people who work with you think? Do you understand what makes them lose respect for you? Do you understand what makes them feel appreciated? Trust me, you cannot guess. So we have a scientific way to show that. That is what we do. Apart from the public speaking and confidence that we deliver to managers so that they can deliver even very difficult messages in a powerful way that does not dilute the message, but also still protects the company. Finally, never overlook communication. It is really powerful. It can cost you money. Like I said, it's like insurance. You overlook it, especially when it comes to personal development of the people in your space. You overlook it until something goes wrong, and then it costs your business. So I hope this makes sense to all of us. And if you hear Delonville Global Associate, that's what we do. We help organizations to develop by developing the people in the organization in a scientific, well-framed work, with good framework. Thank you so much and for having me today. And I hope that this has helped you to see a lot more what we do as a team. Thank you. Okay, sorry.